Khabib Nurmagomedov has escalated his fight from the octagon to the boardroom. The undefeated lightweight legend is now challenging UFC President Dana White, publicly questioning how the organization treats its fighters, especially those from Russia. This isn't noise, it's a confrontation built on real patterns of sideline talent. Khabib retired in 2020 at 29-0, stating that he fight for legacy, not money. That legacy now includes holding the UFC accountable for what he sees as systemic bias. His critique focuses on several rising stars who've been consistently overlooked. Movsar Evloev, for example, holds an 18-0 MMA record, undefeated in 9 UFC bouts. Despite his flawless performance, he has never received a title shot, and multiple matchups involving him have been mysteriously cancelled. Then there's Magomed Ankalaev, a top-tier light heavyweight who fought Jan Blachowicz to a draw, only to be denied a rematch or clear path to the title afterward. Perhaps the most shocking case is that of Mohamed Mokaev, an undefeated flyweight who was abruptly released from the UFC in 2024. This despite holding the second longest win streak in his division's history. Reports suggest the fallout wasn't due to performance, but internal disagreements behind closed doors. Khabib uses these examples to argue that the UFC often prioritizes marketable personalities and hype over fighters with strong in-cage records. He believes fighters from Russia or those without media buzz are systemically sidelined, regardless of their performance. These claims are surfacing just as the UFC settled a massive $375 million antitrust lawsuit, which revealed that fighters typically earn just 16 to 20% of the organization's revenue. In contrast, athletes in the NFL or NBA receive around 50%. The median fight purse hovers around $29,000, a stark contrast to the dangerous and brute nature of the sport. These financial figures amplify Khabib's point. The UFC is profiting while elite-level fighters are struggling for recognition and fair pay. But Khabib isn't just criticizing, he's building something. Eagle FC, his own promotion, is quietly reshaping what fighter-first operations can look like. He's brought in former UFC names like Rashad Evans, Kevin Lee, Junior Dos Santos, Renan Barrero, and Yorgan De Castro. These athletes have reported more consistent fight schedules, clearer communication, and better treatment. Kevin Lee, who had years of tension with the UFC, claimed that after joining Eagle FC, he felt more appreciated in 1 week than he ever did with Dana White's organization. What sets Khabib apart is that he isn't just a loud voice. He's a legend who retired undefeated, walked away at his peak, and has nothing to gain from attention. His reputation gives his criticism weight. Unlike fighters trying to build hype or renegotiate contracts, Khabib speaks from a place of credibility, power, and purpose. His criticism is calculated, not emotional. So far, Dana White has avoided making any direct public statement about Khabib's accusations. That silence is notable. In the past, White has been quick to go after critics, from John Jones to Francis Ngannou, but Khabib is harder to dismiss. He's not demanding anything for himself. He's calling for structural fairness. Khabib also shines a light on another issue: transparency in the UFC's ranking and opportunity system. When a fighter wins every match and still can't get a title shot or a top fight card, something's broken. These decisions affect careers. They dictate who earns more, who gains sponsorships, and who builds legacy. Khabib is demanding that rankings be earned through performance, not determined by behind-the-scenes deals, trash talk, or popularity. The concern extends beyond title shots. It's also about the future of fighters' lives after the octagon. The UFC doesn't offer long-term healthcare or pensions for retired fighters, even though the damage they take is lifelong. Khabib has publicly emphasized the need to support athletes after they retire, especially given the mental and physical toll the sport takes. He lost his father, his coach and guide, and understands the cost of legacy firsthand. His message is clear: the fight game can't just be about profits and headlines. It has to be about people. This moment could be the start of a major shift in MMA. So what happens now? Will Dana White break the silence? Will the UFC shift under pressure or dig in deeper? One thing's for sure, Khabib isn't stepping back. He's just getting started. Drop your thoughts in the comments, hit like, and subscribe. See you in the next one.